This morning, we had a true bird's eye view of one of the most beautiful spots in the Tennessee Valley. We are up on top of Lookout Mountain again, courtesy of the Dade County Chamber of Commerce, talking with Jen Richards, who is with the Lookout Mountain Flight Park, the general manager here.
Yes.
And she happens to also be an instructor. Are you an instructor here too?
I'm not an instructor. I'm a pilot myself. I fly hang gliders.
So it was the beauty of this and the joy of it that brought you here in 2002. Is that
It's
right?
true. It's true. It's hard to leave once you get here.
I'm finding myself getting a little bit tongue-tied as I talk to you because the scenery is so spectacular.
It is.
Is that part of the draw for people, Jen? Because they come from all over the country to come here.
They do. We teach people from all over the world. And it's not just an attraction for people who want to fly, but people who want to see what it's all about too. I get a lot of comments about what a great place that you work, that's your view every day. But yeah, we teach people. We've been teaching folks to fly since 1978. We have taught hang gliding for over 40 years, and we just recently started in the past 4 years or so teaching paragliding as well. So we have mountain launches, just what you think, running off the side of the mountain. We have an aero tow program, which is how we do our tandems, which simply means getting towed up behind an ultralight airplane to get to altitude.
Okay.
We have training hills. We have cabins for our students. We are a community of folks who just love being here.
So if you are wanting to do the tandem as the beginning, you would not come up here. You would be down in the valley to start. Is that right?
Well, we do have you check in up top here, but then your flight does take off from the valley. So you take off and land in the valley.
So what is it for you that is so appealing about this? It's a sport, right?
It is a sport, yeah, for sure. Really, the first time I ever ran my feet off the ground, it was like, that's it.
Really?
Right there. Yeah.
Did you always have that dream when you were a kid of being a bird in the air?
Not really. And that's what, I thought it was something that I couldn't do. Other people would do it, but certainly not me. But it's just not true. We've taught folks, as young as 14 into their 70s, and it's something that everybody can do.
It's a great time for us to be having the conversation because
Yeah.
Christmas will be here before you know it. And
Yeah.
what a great gift, because you can give a gift certificate, right?
You can.
For a tandem flight, and then people can come when they're ready.
Yeah, you can. And we want people to know that it's more than just tandem flights. We also teach. We have training hills. So if you want to try one day on the training hills, if you want to try a couple days, if you want to go all the way to learning how to fly and being a rated pilot, we do all of that as well.
Are there some kind of qualities that you need to have in order to do this successfully? If you want to do a class, what should you kind of be prepared for?
Right. Well, you do need to be able to, we teach paragliding and hang gliding, right? So with hang gliding, you need to be able to run with about 50 pounds. And I know that sounds maybe a little intimidating. It's not. It's not like carrying a bag of flour. It's evenly distributed. So you do need to be able to run to, say, first base with 50 pounds.
Right.
It's kind of a good indicator for paragliding as well, that you need to be able to run to first base.
I was talking with somebody recently who's part of the canoe club in Chattanooga, and one of the women was kind of this small woman, but she's a big whitewater canoeer.
Right.
And she said, kind of what propels her is overcoming her fears.
Yeah.
So do you find that when people do this, they become almost fearless and their self-esteem just is bolstered?
I mean, it's definitely good for your self-esteem, I'll say that. But I mean, you are always going to be a little bit nervous as a pilot, and that's a good thing. That keeps you honest. It keeps you paying attention to what you're doing. The fear doesn't go away. It just becomes more like the little butterflies that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were telling me that one of the things you're most grateful for, besides the view, is the community here.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Why?
We have all different kinds of folks, young, old, in between, who come from all walks of life, and everybody who comes here, it's just a similarity and it's a thread that keeps us together. So I've been here since 2002, working, living, and playing in this place, and raised my son here. He's 17, so I guess I'm almost
You're still
done.
raising him.
I'm almost done. Yeah. But yeah, we're families. Not everybody flies. It's just truth be told, if you went to a hang gliding site or a paragliding site in Utah or California, you'd have that same feeling. It's like a network across the country.
So if you want to come and do the school, for example, the classes, do you need to have your own Equipment?
You don't. We include equipment for your training, and then it's kind of like, if you think about it like skiing, once you are a solo pilot, you're going to get your own equipment because you're going to fly more with your own equipment. Just like skiing, you would ski more if you had your own stuff.
So if you leave the, what do you call this there, the launch?
Uh-huh.
When you leave the launch,
Yes.
launch to land,
Yes.
about how long are you in the air?
Well, there's a very wide range. We have something called a sled run, which means you launch and you go to our landing zone. You don't gain any altitude at all, and that can be 5 minutes. But there's also days, like you should have been here yesterday, whenever you can be up in the air for hours. The longest flight from here is about 130 miles because people will launch from here and fly. It's called cross country and land elsewhere. So yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do.
So if it's a windy day, you're going to be airborne longer.
Windy, or when you think about those big puffy clouds that you see in the sky, not right now, it's pretty hazy, but those cumulus clouds in the sky where you see birds circling underneath, those are thermals, and we can use the same thing to gain altitude.
Is it quiet or loud when you're in the air?
Quiet.
Totally quiet?
Quiet. Yeah.
Do you hear your heart beating?
No.
No, not anymore.
No. No.
So you can go to their website if you want to give a gift certificate or buy your own experience up here. The schedule is open there on their website as well. And are y'all open both days of the weekend?
We're open year-round, every day but Tuesday, Wednesday, and you know the autumn is an amazing time to be here as well.
Jen, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Join Local 3 in Cleveland.